Often people try to talk to you about a genre that you're a part of, and they'll talk to you about whether you're country or do you describe yourself as country pop. Is there a way, though, that you tend to describe the music that you make?
I think it depends on who I'm talking to, like knowing your demographic. If I'm talking to somebody, let's say, 60 plus, I'm going to say country.
Sure.
Um, uh, but I, and then if I'm talking to, younger kids, like, yeah, country pop, So I think it just depends on who I'm talking with. I kind of feel them out, like whether they're open to having, you know, um, a kind of a mixed genre sound, if they're open to that. And then, because so I always disclose, I'm like, it's not traditional country. It's got a little bit of a spice to it. So, but you girl, I hate being put in a box. Like, there's no, oh, I hate it. So, like, being like, oh, I'm in this box in this genre with this pretty little bow on it, is never been my thing anyway. So, um, uh, I'm a little bit of hip hop. I'm a little bit of there's a lot of like southern rock in my voice and jazz and but my roots are country, but I love pop beats and 808 sounds, and so I'm everything, but depends on who I'm talking to, I guess.
Sure. Who are some of the artists that influenced you when you were growing up?
So, I mean, Shania Twain was the pinnacle of who I aspired to be. And when her album "Come On Over" came out, I was just like, "Are you kidding me? Like, this is." It was rock, it was pop, it was country, it was so many different things. It was fashion, it was color, um, it was cheeky, and it was she really opened the doors, I feel like, really wide for so many other female artists to come out with new and exciting music even in the 90s. And I was like, man, this is what I want to do. And that was such a slow roll. Even after she released that album, not many dared to follow. And I feel like now more than ever, that door has just blown wide open for so many of us female artists to be able to incorporate different sounds and different genres into what we're doing, and be able to create a sound that's uniquely our own, and unapologetic and fun. And I think it really resonates with a lot more, a wider audience than just being stuck, like I said, in a box into a genre that you know for a long time it's just been traditional country, and that's what country is. But I think it is so much more than that. And I hope people really open their eyes to it. But I really thank Shania Twain for having widened my horizons on what was possible for a female country artist. But she was very, very, she was at the top of my list of people that I loved and admired. But, there were rock bands like Third Eye Blind and rap groups like Do or Die that I listened to when I was in high school, middle school, high school, and very, very influential. You won't really probably hear any of those influences in my music necessarily, but they were a big and still are a big part of my life and my sound.
Well, I think Country Couture is such a great anthem. I think it's super cute, and I'm sure you're getting lots of fun fan feedback to it. What have people been telling you about it?
They just keep calling it the song of the summer, which warms my heart, because when I wrote it, I was like, this is just one of those songs that you roll your windows down, or if you have a convertible, you're rolling the top down, and you're just like, I'm gonna go to the beach today. I'm gonna go shopping today. I'm gonna go do something extraordinary today, and it just makes you feel good. And I don't know, I've really enjoyed getting the feedback, people saying it. Just it puts in, that's really what it was meant for. Obviously the story of it is my the flip side of my life, this glamorous side, and then this country girl down home, simpleton. And I really do live both sides very well on a daily basis. And but it's just, the vibe of the song is just meant to be fun. It's meant to bring a smile, and meant to inspire people to be a little bougie.
I
every
know
now and
I know the song was written by you and PK and Trisha Batani. What is your songwriting process like? Do you need to have an idea, a concept, and then the lyrics flow, and or do you need to have like a beat before you can create the lyrics around that?
That's a great question. I mean, it really is different every time, but I think it's been really helpful just as I go along in my days. I make notes in my phone, really. And I'll be inspired by a certain sound or something that I'm watching on TV or something that I see or something that I've done. It just depends. And these words and these melodies will just kind of come to me, and I'll save them on my phone, for a later date, whenever that is. And what usually happens when it comes to me and PK and Trish is, I'll tell PK and them, like, I'm really into this vibe, or hey, I'm really into this hook and I want to do something with this, but this is how I feel like it's going to feel, as how I want it to come across. So PK will inevitably work his magic, and he'll create this amazing track. And I won't have heard it. And then I'll like come back into the room and he'll have done this track. And I go, oh my gosh, let's write. Let's go. Like, so we'll write to the track. And that's been really interesting because I don't play an instrument, which I do miss playing guitar, but the timing of my life just I haven't connected with it again, but I need to. But writing to tracks has actually been really, really helpful and fun and different. And it brings a whole new element to songwriting that I never knew existed. So I'm really grateful that they introduced me to that. So yeah, I think that's normally how it goes, but it really just depends.
PK handled the production for Country Couture, and I'm curious, how are you when it comes to the production side? You mentioned a little bit about how he sort of crafts everything on your behalf, but do you have like a say in how you need to
Oh yeah.
add a little bit more 808 here, or maybe you want a guitar riff over there?
Oh yeah, no, I mean he creates the foundation of what the song is, and then together we continue to build by adding, either live instruments or, taking away certain things, adding cool elements. And we all work together simultaneously when it comes to, the background vocals and the vibes and the nuances within the song. So yeah, we're a really good team. But I do still and entirely give him all the producer credit because that's what he does. And he does it really well and it's fun. But yeah, I mean, we all just creatively work together, and no one has like one say over the other, but he definitely lays the foundation for the song.
With Country Couture out now, is there an EP or maybe a full album in the works as well?
Right now, no. I am just really happy that I'm releasing singles. I'm just releasing singles with music videos and excuse me. But I do look forward to releasing a full album actually in the future. But I'm just taking this has been like a little project that I wanted to pursue for a really long time. Release three songs that I just really loved and felt that, represented who I was in every single way, and tell the stories I wanted to tell. And and I wanted to create music videos and give people a visual um of kind of just who I am. And Country Couture was the first release, and I wanted it to be because I thought it was the best and greatest representation, as an introduction to everyone about who I really was, like what my personality is. And like I said, it's very colorful, it's very light, it's silly in a lot of ways, and it shows my love for fashion. But I just wanted to connect with people on a visual level. Um, and I just think at this day and age, it's just really important. If you're going to build a fan base, they ought to be able to see you and try to connect with you and understand you, not just listening to you. Um, and for my next release, will be in September. I'm very excited. It's called Urban Cowboy, and I felt this song was my first love. We wrote it in 2020 during quarantine, so you know it was a horrible time for most people, most of us, but we got to make something absolutely extraordinarily beautiful out of it. So this is my I my sweetheart song. I love it. And the music video is kind of like I don't know if it's the first of its kind, but I will say it's super funny. It's super cute. It's a romantic comedy music video.
Right.
So
We're looking
it's
forward to that.
I am so excited for everybody to see it. It's hilarious. It's yeah. There's a lot of comedy that I bring to my live shows, and I think in my social media and stuff like that. I just can't take myself too seriously. I mean, this music business is it's all about smoke and mirrors as far as I'm concerned. It is, you know what I mean? Like I woke up 2 hours ago and did hair and makeup. You know what I mean? Like it's just all smoke and mirrors. And I just want to have fun and be silly and not take myself too seriously when it comes to me as a human being. As an artist, obviously, I take my craft and what I'm doing so seriously. But I think that's what's really special about me and differentiates me from, I would say, a lot of artists. And I just, like I said, if you come to my live shows, you kind of understand. And I think that's where I've built most of my following anyway, is people coming to see my shows and getting that interaction and we having these funny jokes. I mean, it's a very interactive, high energy show that I put on here in Las Vegas right now. And it's that is what I want to bring to even larger crowds and larger, a larger audience. I can't wait to show them what I do here at these venues in Vegas, what I can do on even a bigger scale. It's really exciting, but I think being personable and honest with who you are and not trying to put on this facade that I'm some cool kid. I'm just not. I think that's just my honesty.
Well, you are the niece of famed singer Tanya Tucker. Did she give you any advice when you started entering the music business that you took to heart?
I mean, I think she was scared for me when I first was like, because I was pretty young when she was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, music. She goes, oh Lord. I think she knows how it's a really difficult industry to be in, and a really difficult industry to be successful in. And, you know, um, she's had her ups and downs, but who hasn't? And I think if she's taught me anything, it's just to keep going and to never give up and to shine a bright light on um on what I'm doing um and just keep it very positive. So she's been a great aunt in that regard, and I'm grateful for the path that she also laid for me as well. And my mom was a country singer back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And if it wasn't for those two ladies, I don't know what I would be doing. So I give them all the credit.
Is there a dream collaboration you'd have in mind? Someone you'd love to sing with in the future?
Gosh, there's so many, girl.
Certainly,
I mean,
Shania is at the top of the
yeah,
list.
Shania would be definitely at the top. I think her and our voices would be so magical together. Um, I'm grateful that some people actually compare my voice to hers. We have like this little. It's not a Tanya rasp, although I have the Tanya rasp. But they always say, "Oh, you sound like Shania." I'm like, "I'll take it. I will take it. Thank you, thank you." And it is probably because I listened to her so much that I just naturally did it. Whatever tone she has. But I'm not even near as talented as she is. But um, dream collaboration. I think I would love to. I think what would be really fun, a fun collaboration. And I know hot, he's a hot ticket right now, but it'd be Morgan Wallen, and he and I were on The Voice together, on Team Blake. I think he was on Team Blake. Ooh, I don't even know. Actually, no, I don't think he was. He was not on Team Blake. Anyways, he's a sweetheart, and I'm so happy for him and his success. But his his music vibes are very similar to mine, and I think that we would make some great music, and I also think we put on a kick-ass show. So um, I think it would be really fun to work with him. There are a lot of other like rock and pop artists that I would definitely love to collaborate with. Like I said, like here's the thing about me is like my country roots. I'll always write, you know, very country. That's kind of like where I'm set in. But to bring in an outside sound like rock or pop or hip hop, I just feel would be, or folk. I mean, I think that would be really, really interesting to see what would come of some of those.
I could see that. I could see those two combos together. I looking forward to actually manifesting it and making it happen.
Usually when I say I'm going to do something, it happens. So
All right.
that's that's the Cali Tucker guarantee.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the incredibly beautiful music that you make?
I mean, I couldn't do it without you. I mean, frankly, if people, nobody liked my music, I would just, I don't know, I'd be doing something else. But the fact that people are responding so well and they like it, really, it means everything. And I hope that you guys, I hope that you know that I am like, I'm an unsigned independent artist. So I'm still making my way um in this industry and breaking out. So any with somebody, share the music, share the video. It really helps independent artists, not just me, anybody that you love. And we're all just trying to, I don't know if it's like, I don't crave fame at all. Like I don't crave that type of validation. I just want to be happy. I want to be happy with what I'm doing. I want to be fulfilled. And you can get cloudy. Your brain can, and your mind and your path and your vision can get cloudy because you're seeking and chasing numbers and followers and likes and engagements. And I think it's really important to stay grounded in the fact that if you really love what you're doing, that it will resonate with everyone so much more than if you're just trying to chase some sort of clout. You just have to really stay true to yourself. And there's just there's a lack of humility in this industry, and I want to constantly remind people that I'm maintaining mine because look, I'm grateful that I get to perform every single night here in Vegas. I'm grateful that I have people around me that are supportive, that allow me the creative freedom and control to do and express myself in my music and my videos the way I want to. And um and I know there's a lot of people that would love the opportunity to do that. So I take nothing for granted in that regard. And I just, I do hope to continue be able to make this my profession, my job. I can make a living at it. And the only way I can do that is if people, are into what I'm doing and like my music and share it and support it. And um, I hope if there's any new followers or fans out there that they can feel free to reach out to me and come see me at my shows here in Vegas and get to know me on a way that maybe you wouldn't get to with some other artists that you really like. I'm a very open person, and I really love everybody. And when you're at a show, girl, like there's no hate. It's nothing but happiness. People come to my shows and they don't know me, but they're there to have a good time. Anytime I ever played with my mom and my aunt when I was younger, like it was all joy. It was all crowd cheering. Like who doesn't that's what I chase. I chase the joy. I chase the happiness. I chase that energy. That's what I want, and I want more of it. And I can't get enough. I'm totally addicted to it. Um, and yeah, I can't do that without fans and followers. And um, I'm grateful for anybody that gives my music a chance.